Hey everybody, this is Stevie J from AngryMarks.com and Glove Up or Shut Up with your UFC Ultimate Fighter 15 finale live results. The first fight was aired on Facebook. That was John Albert taking on Erik Perez in a Bantamweight bout, and Perez won this bout via submission at 4:18 of the first round. Then in our first fight on Fuel TV, Jeremy Larsen took on Joe Proctor in a lightweight affair. This one only went 2 minutes because Larsen was trading with Proctor, and Proctor was more than willing to stand in there and bang with him. Bang indeed he did. He caught him in the Muay Thai clinch, put a right knee on his jaw that dropped him, and hammer fisted it on the ground for the stoppage. The official time was 1:59 of R1. The second fight on Fuel TV went a little bit longer as Cristiano Marcello took on Sam Sicilia. In the first round, Marcello's strategy was to try to lure Sicilia into the guard, but Sicilia was having none of it. He kept trying to throw haymakers, and Marcello kept slipping away from them. But in the second round, when they were trading shots, Sicilia was finally able to get it, and it's a good thing because he was starting to look a little tired. But he clipped him with a left hook, finished it off on the ground. The referee made the save, and the official time was 2:53 of the second round. Our third fight on Fuel TV was Myles versus Chris Saunders, and this was yet another bout that did not go the distance. Jury pushed Saunders around using his size and reach advantage early in the fight, using a lot of front kicks. Chris Saunders could never find a way to really get in on him. The fight was momentarily stopped by referee Kim Winslow due to an accidental eye poke by Saunders. The fight restarted with under 2:25 left in the round, and then Jury was able to land a right cross and go for a flying knee. Saunders thought this was his opportunity because he checked the knee and tried to turn it into a high crotch takedown, but when he did, he stuck his head right into a guillotine choke and tapped out about 15 seconds later. The official time was 4:03 of the first round for the undefeated 10-0 Myles Jury, winning via guillotine choke submission. The Fuel TV main event was Daron Cruickshank against Chris Tickle, and Tickle was already down 1 point in the first round thanks to a deduction by Steve Mazzagatti for an illegal upkick. Since Cruickshank took him down repeatedly, at least 3 times in the first round, that makes it a 10-8 round in Cruickshank's favor. Tickle turned things around in the second round when Mazzagatti stood both fighters up at 2:38, and Tickle ate a big left kick and knocked Cruickshank down with a right hand, then rode out the round on top, which probably makes it a 10-9 for Tickle going into the third. Tickle gets a takedown early in round 3 and things are looking pretty good for him, but Cruickshank is able to reverse it and wind up on top, and he's able to stay on top for most of the rest of the round. Cruickshank tries to go for a submission in the last minute, and Tickle winds up getting on top and side mount, but Cruickshank is able to reverse it and wind up right back on top again at the horn. He gets the decision on all 3 judges' scorecards 29-27. The first FX fight of the Ultimate Fighter 15 finale live card went 19 seconds into the third round. Justin Lawrence won the first 2 rounds with striking in my opinion, even though FX had Cofer ahead on significant strikes. But in the third, Lawrence only needed 1 strike, significant or otherwise. He set it up with a 1-2 combo that missed, and then landed a right head kick that was right on the button. Herb Dean rushed over and didn't even let him throw another shot because Cofer was out. 19 seconds, round 3 by knockout for Lawrence. The second fight on FX goes the full 15 as Max Holloway defeats Pat Schilling 30-27 on all 3 scorecards in a fight that was never really in any doubt. He was outstriking him, he was throwing vicious body shots that zapped all of Schilling's strength, and he was even doing matrix moves. He tried a jumping kick off the fence that was straight out of the playbook of Anthony Perez. A solid and decisive win for Holloway. It was not Jonathan Brookins' night in his fight with Charles Oliveira at Featherweight. Oliveira looked like he has regained his form of old, was pretty much dominant in the first round. I gave it to him 10-9, although he did have a little bit of blood trickling out of his nose. And then Oliveira took it to the ground at about 3:23, and Brookins was trying for a guillotine, but not only did that not work, Oliveira popped out, hit him with some short elbows, went for a guillotine of his own, and got it. The official time was 2:42 of the second round. Co-main event time. Michael Chiesa versus Iaquinta for the winner of the Ultimate Fighter Live Season 15 of The Ultimate Fighter. Neither of these guys wanted to have a long fight because they've each fought 3 times in the last 4 weeks, so it didn't go long, and Chiesa found a way to get the job done yet again. He managed to get a body lock and trip Iaquinta to the ground and steadily worked for the rear naked choke. You could tell Iaquinta didn't want to tap out, but he finally did with under 2:15 left. Short fight, good on Chiesa, happy for him, hope his dad is proud. Last but not least, it's time for our main event on FX, Jake Juggernaut Ellenberger versus Martin Hitman Kampmann in a potential 5-round welterweight bout. Ellenberger nearly finished his fight at about 40 seconds of the first round when he clipped Kampmann with a left hook to the chin, but Ellenberger was unable to finish it with ground and pound. Ellenberger tied him up and went for multiple chokes and submissions, but he couldn't get any of them, and we moved to the second round. Things came to an end quickly in the second round. Ellenberger probably broke Kampmann's nose with a punch and he was covered in blood, but Kampmann rallied and got him in a clinch and hit 3 straight knees to the chin. The third one dropped Ellenberger and the fight was over. Steve Mazzagatti did not let it go to the ground, did not let Ellenberger take any more damage. This fight was over. The official time, 1:40 of the second round via knockout.